And action!
All right, you guys, we made it to the job. This is the one, I did a little clip about the pictures, right? How important the pictures were about jobs. Pictures are everything. It gave us such a good clue. It made me bring the right ladder, some of the right tools. So let me tell you kind of what we got going on. I'm still in meditation mode with this door. I'm still trying to feel it out. I'm trying to have it talk to me. So one thing I noticed right away, I disconnected the J-arm. So the J-arm is disconnected from the opener. I'm running the door freehand, right? The first thing I noticed is we got a little bit of a catch in here. It didn't happen every time. I'm gonna mimic it for you right now. It's catching right now. See how it's hitting something? It's hitting. So first thing I want to do is I want to get this door working as much. I don't know why it's hitting in that corner. I have no clue. I think a professional installed this. I think my competition did it. They're good guys, but there's something still I haven't quite figured out. Now, here's something where I'd like to hear your guys' opinion. The customer stating that this door is opening every once in a while, and it's not, it just shuts off randomly. We all know, seasoned vets, it can be a power issue sometimes. It could be a loose wire somewhere, right? But these were the tried and true units, man. These were the ones that built the business for Affordable Door and Gate. I love these openers. These were great openers, wonderful openers. So I'm hinting towards her to possibly keep this opener. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see if we can make this one work. I said, let's give this one a little bit of time. It might just have a faulty circuit board. So if there's anything you guys know that's real common on these to go bad, let me know. Now, let's go over here and take a look. I don't like this setup, right? I don't know why this was done. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't like this photo eye setup. I don't like that on the bracket. I don't like that you can't see the eyes. You take a look at this one over here. You know, obviously it's we got wood and stuff like that, but it's on the wrong way. Why? These are clues. These are clues. So like I said, I'm still playing detective right now. She already purchased another opener. Right here. You can see this guy. What is this? Chamberlain. Right? And I explained to her that I am totally fine with installing that. That's fine. We might still go that route. But here's the thing. This opener, I don't trust as much as I do this old opener. Now, this one probably don't blink. It's probably got the nicer, maybe the bright LED for the photo eyes. There's just some things. I'd really like to keep this old school opener going. So we're gonna go through it while we're here. If you got anything, make sure you comment below about common problems with these to let me know. Circuit boards is a common. You can see if you look in the backside here. Let me see if I can bring you guys up there a little bit. It's got the red button. Oh, you might be able to see the build date on it. Let me see if I can find the build date. But it might be just it's time to go. You know, it's just sometimes how it goes. Ooh, we got a build date 0305. So that is a stretch. So I don't know, but I hate to install the new one and we still have the problem. So I want to make sure I get some of the kinks out of here. This door is just a touch on the heavy side, but that hitting, what I think I might do, because I actually might reverse it. I might put these brackets at the top, put the strut in the middle. I know it's not ideal, but I got to do something to combat it from hitting this drum. So, anywho, we'll let you know.
Action.
Okay, so first thing I did is I tightened up this chain. Now, here's the thing for some of you new guys, right? You got to watch out these old openers. This tricked me a lot of times. If the chain is sagging on these older openers, like these ones that have the gears in them, the sprockets, I got to make sure. Now, I checked. I made sure that sprocket wasn't tipped because I thought, well, maybe she's been having problems with it doing that, you know, like it's tipping. So what I did is I took the cover off. That sprocket looks fine. You'll normally see a lot of wear on the front side of them. So make sure you kind of check that. That sprocket or that chain looks like it's tipped. You're gonna pop that chain right off as soon as you put a tension on it. So something you gotta look for is that sprocket's not bad, because I've done that over the past. Oh, the chain's loose, right? Oh, the chain's loose. Tighten up the chain. Chain shouldn't be that loose. Tighten up chain. A couple days later, it blows that sprocket apart. Customer's like, something's wrong. So you gotta be careful of those. I'm good. Okay, so here's the thing. I tried moving the bracket, right? This is one of those scenarios I've talked about. I moved the bracket up. I didn't like how it acted. The door bucked funny. This hinge right here, this roller, ended up going, when it got up into the radius here, it ended up kind of bucking up. I don't like how that felt. So I got to figure out something else to do to keep it from hitting this drum. Now, obviously, the easy thing to do would be to pull this in a nutshell, which might be what I might do, because I got enough slop in there that the opener, that's why it's nice having a J-bar opener. I can use that J-bar to push this top panel to seal it, basically AKA cheat a little bit.
Action.
Okay, so we're getting these photo eyes swapped around. I don't like the fact that I can't see them. I don't know what the whole reason was behind it. I did realize that the other side has a crack in the housing, so that's kind of hindering it, but we're gonna get these swapped around. There we go, that one broke. That was just drywall screws, but I want to be able to see the lights. See that LED back there? It's facing the wrong way. So how are you supposed to ever diagnose that, or a customer, if they have problems when it's facing the wrong way? So we're gonna switch it around for them.
It catches what?
Are you good?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I don't like this trolley. I don't like that trolley being that close. That's too close of a tolerance to me. So I'm gonna move the J-arm so we're just not so tight. So we're gonna make an adjustment there. Just something to think about. Action. So what we're doing, of course, we messed with the J-arm, right? So we messed with the J-arms. Now we messed up the limits. So we're gonna get the limits adjusted on this. Of course, gonna hit the button and hold the camera at the same time. I think while she's pushing the button, it's gonna be amazing. Stop it.
Oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, that works so good, did it? Go back down. Bring it back up. Stop it. There, stop it on its own.
No, I stopped
Go ahead
it.
and try it again. Should have been ready to pull. Nope. Okay. Go ahead and do it out. I am cranking on the up right now. Bring it back up. So this thing should definitely be stopped before it hits its bowl. Okay, I know what's wrong. This is very common with these. They get a little crust, you can't see it. But we're gonna clean the terminals. We're gonna crack this open. I wanted to crack it open anyways, because I wanted to oil or grease up the gear for it. And actually it'll give me an idea too of the condition this thing is in. So we'll get it cracked open, let you know. Alright guys, so here's the thing. The gear looks amazing, honestly. It really looks in pretty good shape. So I don't think this opener has a ton of wear on it. But here is where the problem will be. It's right here on these connectors. These old mechanical limits, huh? And what I do for that is very simple. All you need to do, get yourself a knife and just scrape like you're filing, right? Just scrape on the side of the terminals. Get any crust. I know you won't even see nothing. It won't look like a battery or anything, but there's actually a little film on there. You got to clean those off, and that one's got a contact over here too. So that's how you fix some of these old mechanical limits. If they start bucking on you, or the limits act like they're not responding correctly, just scrape them off with a little knife or something, screwdriver, and try again. I like to do it with the cover off, just so you don't, you can, if you got to make more adjustments, you can see what's going on as well. Okay, stop it. Okay, you're gonna have to stop again probably. Hang on. So here's kind of one of those things I always talk about, these things, these old mechanical limits, they buck, right? And if you look at that limit right there, it kind of got a buck to it, is what I always think of it like a horse bucking. They get like a weird little gallop in them as I turn it. It's like you can tell that screw isn't quite true. It's kind of got a wobble to it. So it's just common with them. But don't be afraid to rip the cover off and clean these contactors on here. That can save you if you're working on these old units. Great units though.
We were
Great
on
units.
photos. Okay, action.
I can't tell you how much I really miss these mechanical limits, man. I tell you, just a very simple machine, the Liftmaster. I don't remember what model it is. You guys can let me know. It's a 3265, but man, these things were just, I installed so many of these things, and the best part was I never had callbacks. I love these things. They just work. They're tried and true. They're real simple. I miss the good old days. Okay, so what I did is I ended up greasing everything. Hey, we got the cover off. Why not? Let's grease everything up. this thing will probably last another 10, 20 years, no problem. We'll see though. She's gonna let us know. We'll kind of go from there. We'll run it some more, but right now, grease it up while you're there, right? Might as well do a little preventative maintenance. I got Cora washing the covers. So we got real lucky. Just as we were pulling out, gonna go to the Ace Hardware and get a couple light bulbs. The customer pulled in, and I asked if they had a few, and they did. So that was real convenient. So I did find out the kink in that opener. I feel like I just adjusted the top bracket a little more in. But that's why I like the trolley openers, because you can do so many more things with them. You have so many more options. So anywho, we're wrapping this one up. It's working good. Time will tell.
Have my fun. I like to drink a little brew, shoot a little pool, dance with the ladies like a dog